Going on, Jerome's? It's time for the most accurate power rankings in the known universe. And if you disagree with any single one of the rankings, you are wrong. How does it feel? Also, it's funny. Like you're like your little kid in the comments. You don't know ball. Please, I know all the balls. Whoa. Anyways, first up, down at 33, like we always do. The greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers, because all I hear is blah, 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 Jordan Love, blah, 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 young team, blah, 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 this, that, and the other thing. Don't care. Don't care. Hey, the Packers, hey, don't care that you got Edgerrin Cooper. Don't care that you improved that defense. Don't care about a lot of things. Bakhtiari, you gone. Although, you never played anyway. So it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. But the whole thing about it is that just wait. Just wait. Aaron Jones coming across the river. Got some good football left in him. 5 straight 100-yard games, no big deal. But, hey, Packers falling apart at the seams. Hate to see it. Also, number 32, so I got the Panthers. I want the Panthers to do better, except I don't believe in David Tepper, and he's probably going to comment on this video because that's how thin-skinned he is. But I don't know, man. Like, Dave Canlis seems like a good dude. I think that he could work with Bryce Young. I like Xavier Leggett a lot. Like that they picked up Robert Hunt, but I don't know. They got rid of Brian Burns. So, I don't know. I just don't think that the Panthers are going to be good anytime soon. 31, the Broncos. Hey, you got Bo Nix. And you certainly didn't settle for him, and you certainly didn't panic draft him at number 12 overall when all the quarterbacks are flying off the board. But, hey, stupid-ass Sean Payton, just fantastic. Fantastic, man. 30, got the Giants at G-Men. So Malik Neighbors obviously already hates Daniel Jones. Like, he was clowning on Daniel Jones in the pre-draft process. He already called off his bet with former teammate Jaden Daniels of who's going to be Offensive Rookie of the Year because he had one practice with Daniel Jones. It's over. Joe Shine as well as Dayball, they're going to be fired. Daniel Jones is going to be cut, and they're going to have to start over from the ashes, probably with Shedeur Sanders, which, I don't know. Is Dion going to let Shedeur go to the Giants? We'll see. 29, you got the Patriots. I want Drake May to do good. I'm just worried. I mean, the Patriots defense is going to be solid with Gonzo coming back especially, but offensive line-wise, outside of Onwenu, they're pretty sketchy. Receiving core, I mean, okay, sure. But I don't know. We'll see what happens with our guy, Drake May. Next up, 28. Again, almost like teams at the bottom of the league that are drafting high are bad. But the Commies, Jaden Daniels, I feel like they're going to have to lean too hard on him. Defensively, maybe they'll get things together with Dan Quinn. But offensively, the offensive line is even worse than the Patriots. Weapons-wise, I mean, Scary Terry and everyone else. And also, hey, your running back is the corpse of Austin Eckler. Fantastic, man. I think Jaden Daniels is going to have to pull a rabbit out of his hat in D.C. 27, you got the Tennessee Titans where, okay, so J.C. Latham is going to be fantastic. Brian Callahan is coming in, but more importantly, Bill Callahan's going to fix that offensive line. Maybe they can get something going, but I don't believe in Will Levis. And, you spent all the money on Calvin Ridley. Congratulations. But I don't know, man. Also, Tyler Boyd, that's your big move. Sure. 26, you got the Saints, which, I don't know, it feels like Dennis Allen's perpetually just getting fired. But it feels like they're just trying to mail in a season, get out of their cap situation, and then move from there. Yeah, but the Saints with Derek Carr, no. 25, you got the Falcons. So, yes, I know that they're hyped about Kurt. I know that they're hyped about Michael Penix Jr. I know that they got the weapons with Bijan and Pitts and London and stuff, but what about the defense? Huh? Like, zero thought about the defense? I mean, it's Jesse Bates against the world. And Raheem Morris, yeah. I mean, Raheem is definitely when it comes to molding defenses, but where's the edge rusher? Where's the pass rush? They could have drafted Dallas Turner. They did not. So I feel like the Falcons will put up points, but I think defensively they're gonna have a tough road to hoe. 24, the crooked Chicago Bears. Yes, look at me giving the Bears a little bit of credit. I like Caleb Williams, man of Troy, and I love me some Rome Odunze as well. They made some moves, and we'll see if things will pan out. I mean, they picked up Sweat at the trade deadline last year defensively, but I don't know. Like, I feel like that defense still has a bunch of holes in it, even though they did bring back Jalen Johnson, and maybe they'll get something a little bit better out of Edmonds and Edwards in the linebacking core. But I don't know. I don't know, man. Just there's so much bad juju. There's so much bad karma at the quarterback position with the Bears. I think they're going to ruin Caleb Williams. But I can't wait for Caleb Williams to be a Viking in 5 years when he's backing up J.J. McCarthy. It's going to be good times. 23, got the Cardinals, where I think the Cardinals could be plucky. So I like Kyler to a degree. I think Harrison Jr. is obviously going to help him out a ton. I think that defensively, Darius Robinson is going to be a monster on that side. And I think Monty Ossenfort had a really nice draft class. So I think that Arizona could be rising up here very shortly. 22, got the Jaguars. Team going in the opposite direction. So Trevor Lawrence, like, you don't know if Trevor Lawrence is that guy. Like, Trevor Lawrence right now is sort of floating around the Andy Dalton area or the Tua area, where he's good enough, but he's also not bad enough, but also you're worried about giving him tier 1 money. So we'll see what happens with Jacksonville. 21, the Rams. So yes, no Aaron Donald, but I like what they've done on the defense side of the ball. Bring in Fisk as well as Jared Verse. I think offensively, Stafford still got a little something left in him. I think Puka Nacua is going to grow and show even more in year 2. And love and respect Sean McVay. And I think that they are going to get a little something going. 20. Also, Blake Corum. Let's go. Also, sell high on Kyron Williams. 20, you got the Seahawks. So I do like Mike McDonald. I think defensively they're going to be super spicy. Offensively, I mean, I like Geno, but the transition on offense, we'll see what happens. But they do still have a great receiving trio with DK, the remnants of Lockett, as well as maybe JSN could step up in year 2. But we'll see. 19, got the Browns. I believe in Kevin Stefanski. I believe in that defense. I believe in Myles Garrett. I don't believe in Deshaun Watson. I just don't. Right, but they also don't really have a viable alternative on the rooster at the moment. They sure brought back Flacco, but 18, you got the Jets. So yes, you have the remnants of Aaron Rodgers, and can't wait to see him in London. Hopefully he's healthy by then, week 5. But I mean, the Jets, I mean, sure, they sort of fix the offensive line, pick up Fashanu and Morgan Moses and whatnot, and defensively, they're always going to be good with our guy Rob Salah, and Sauce Gardner and whatnot. But I don't know. Like, is Rodgers still that guy? Like, is he still focused? Is he still going to be in the MVP adjacent conversation, even though hashtag not my MVP? I don't know. Could you say that Rodgers is outside the top 12 of quarterbacks in the NFL right now? I think he certainly could. And I don't think that he's going to be the savior that the Jets thought that he was last year. 17, got the Steelers. So the Steelers are good everywhere except for quarterback. So basically it's the Steelers last year. But Justin Fields and Russell Wilson are going to have a mid-off. But hopefully Fields can get things together. I do think that Pickens is going to be great. Roman Wilson was a great pickup for them. I love what they did along the offensive line with Fatanu, as well as Zach Frazier, our guy. Mason McCormick in the 4th round is a huge steal as well. So I think that Steelers going to be interesting moving forward, especially offensively for a change. 16, the Colts. So Anthony Richardson, come on down, baby. Like, I feel it's a little bit low for the Colts. They're actually my sleeper team to do a little something in the AFC, but I do think that Anthony Richardson healthy, I think he and Shane Steichen are going to do some good things. I think Josh Downs is going to be out there, Pittman as well. So, yeah, we're really looking forward to see what the Colts do. 15, got the Raiders, where, they didn't draft a quarterback, but Minshew's got some magic. He's got a little something. And also Antonio Pierce, he's a true leader of men, and a full offseason implementing his scheme and regime. And also Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins, like, with those two together, like, you really can't rule anything out with the Raiders. 14, got the Cowboys. I don't believe in any single part of this team. Like, CD is great. They got some nice pieces on defense. I don't believe in Dak. Like, their big move was re-signing Zeke. Spare me. 13, got the Bills, where, Stephon Diggs is gone. But I do like Keon Coleman. But this is a reboot, especially since they had to jettison most of their secondary. So We'll see if Josh Allen can be that guy moving forward. 12, you got Michigan. Hail to the victors, dude. Is that the song? I don't know. But so they lost their guy, J.J. McCarthy. So actually, maybe they should be lower. Actually, hold on. Hold on. I'm coming. All right. We will put Michigan at 23, just above the Bears. So, there we go. So they lost their guy, J.J. McCarthy, who really is the straw that stirred the drink. Also, they lost Corum. They lost most of their defense. They lost basically their entire offensive line. But other than that, Michigan will still be good. Next man up. 11 got the Chargers. Speaking of Michigan, so Harbaugh, I believe in Jim Harbaugh, man. And, I love and respect Kevin O'Connell, but just imagine what the Vikings could have been if they had Harbaugh a couple of years ago. The weirdo, but the offensive line would have been good. But, with Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater, I think they step in as one of the best tackle duos in the National Football League. And they are going to run the football, but they still got Justin Herbert. I like the Ladd McConkey pickup. So Chargers still going to be spicy, man. Inside the top 10, you got the Eagles. So they definitely went hard in the paint in the secondary, picking up Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. But we'll see what they can do without Jason Kelce. I think that he really was the linchpin on the offense. I think that he was the guy who made the tush-push work. I don't care that Jalen Hurts squats 600 pounds. We'll see what they can actually do. And they threw money at A.J. Brown. They threw money at Devontae Smith. So now the Bears are seeing some results. Number 9, you got the Dolphins, where the Dolphins are the borderline bad good team and good bad team. All right, so they can motor through the regular season, but when it's on the line, I don't know. Like, I want Mike McDaniel to do good. I'm still unsure about Tua. OBJ does nothing for me. And also, they did lose Hunt and Wilkins in the trenches, so they could be a team in flux. 8, you got the Vikings. Now, hey, I should get some credit because I did not even rank the Vikings above the Lions, which pains me, but it happens. But the Vikings have one of the youngest teams in the league. That Flores Hellfire defense is really going to get their ish together. And offensively, doesn't matter if it's Darnold, doesn't matter if it's JJ. With those weapons, baby, going to have a stew going either way. So top 5 offense, top 10 defense. Special teams doesn't kick us in the nuts. You'll be good to go. 7, you got the Bengals. So Joey Burrow is healthy. He is pissed off. He is back at it. And, I mean, the Bengals, as long as you got Burrow and Chase, you're going to have a chance. TBD what happens with Higgins. They got rid of Mixon, which actually I think is addition by subtraction. 6, you got the Lions. I know that the Lions are going to be the cat's ass, pun intended, by the Media Jackals for a while, and I think that they are a solid team. But guys are starting to get paid. Guys are getting a little bit older, and also, I mean, at a certain point, like Ben Johnson has to leave, right? Because what's the point? Or is he scared? Is he afraid that he can't control his own team? We'll see. But, I mean, the Dan Campbell shtick, it's still a good shtick, but at a certain point, that rah-rah, sis, boom, bah gets old. I mean, these are professionals. These are grown-ass men. These aren't college kids. So, yeah. 5, got the Texans. I'm in on the Texans, man. I don't believe last year was a flash in the pan. 10-7 winning the AFC South. D'Amico Ryans is a true leader of men. C.J. Stroud had one of the best rookie seasons, if not the best rookie quarterback season in NFL history. They got Stephon Diggs, who's going to be healthy and happy for a hot second. Nico's a true outside X. Tank Dell's going to be back healthy, and they're going to be super interesting. I do think that the Texans are going to be legit moving forward. And also they got Daniil. 4. So I just noticed an error. After I changed Michigan around, I didn't add the Buccaneers, but I have the Bucs at 11. So everyone bumps up a spot. So if you're waiting to see the Bucs at like 3, nah. But the Buccaneers, I know that everyone's trying to give the division to the Falcons, except the Buccaneers are low-key solid. I mean, they re-signed Mike Evans. They inked up Antoine Winfield Jr. long time. They brought back Baker, who I think is a perfect fit for what Tampa wants to do. And yeah, they lost Dave Canlis, except I think Todd Bowles got them playing some pretty damn good ball. I mean, 3-time division winners, 3 straight. I think the Bucs are going to be tough. I think the Bucs indeed are going to be a tough out. So they're at 11. So move everyone up a spot. But the Ravens at 3. But they lost OBJ. Oh no. But Lamar, still the MVP. The defense reloads. Offensive line, they lost Moses. They'll be fine. And Baltimore's just always tough. And also, they got Derrick Henry now. I mean, Derrick Henry still has some good football left in him, and Derrick Henry just seems like a Raven, doesn't he? Yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. Then of course you know the top two, Chiefs, Niners. So the Niners defense is always going to be legit. Offensively, I mean, Purdy's still distributing to the weapons. They didn't trade Ayuk. They didn't trade Debo. Christian McCaffrey's still doing the damn thing. So, yeah, I mean, San Francisco is always going to be tough. And then the Chiefs don't rebuild. They just reload. And whenever you have Mahomes, who's like the nuclear weapon, I mean, you could just do whatever. They took care of Chris Jones, and they're still going to be dangerous either way. Plus, and Xavier Worthy. I mean, they're probably not going to have Rashee Rice for maybe ever again. But Xavier Worthy is going to be legit. Yeah. So that's it. That is the post-draft NFL power rankings, the most accurate power rankings in the known universe. If you disagree with any single one of the picks, you were wrong. How does it feel? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. You guys know what to do. Skull production value.